All right, what's going on, guys? So today I'm going to give you a few med ball rotational exercises that are going to enhance your ability to produce power with your strikes. Let's get after it. All right, guys, so for the first one, we're gonna go ahead and use 2 red bands. You can get these at Elite FTS. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap them around my body. So I'm gonna attach it one shoulder, I'm gonna go behind my back and then rotate it over. So it allowed me to get more resistance when I go to rotate, but then I'm also getting an overspeed. So I'm getting acceleration with the backside movement. Now, the reason why I wanna do that, here, go take that. I'm gonna take the med ball and I'm gonna produce force through that resistance. So I'm gonna throw through resistance and then I'm gonna rotate back with my hook. So I'm getting some assistance with the hook and I'm getting resistance with the backhand, okay? You're gonna do 3 to 5 repetitions on both arms and make sure that the med ball is heavy enough to produce force but light enough to have max velocity, okay? So you're looking at true ballistics here. Okay, so now I have the band wrapped around me, right from the shoulder, wrapping behind my back, and then over into my hip. And then I have K over here, he's pulling the band at that angle so that when I go to rotate, right, I get that band resistance. Now, as I go to pull back in reciprocating fashion, all right, I'm gonna throw my hook fast and have that, again, that acceleration from that band pulling me that way. Here we go. So once again, as I go to rotate, the band is pulling my hip that way. So I have to go against resistance. And as I get that resistance through, I'm gonna rotate the arm, and then the band is pulling me back. So just like a bow and arrow, I'm pulling back and then throwing my hook. It's gonna allow you to get a faster eccentric load to increase that force and fast velocities, all right? So you're increasing force and then fast velocity. All right, guys, so for the next exercise, we're gonna follow along that same concept, but now we're gonna go ahead and do a med ball slam. Now the med ball slam is still at the angle, so I'm throwing it down at that 45-degree angle. The band, however, instead of being down on my hip, because I was rotating through here, now I'm actually gonna rotate downward. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that band, wrap it up over my chest here, then K's gonna step back at the angle. Right now, you can tie this up to a rig or a rack. If you have a training partner, they can give you some added resistance though. So I do recommend that. But you're gonna take the med ball, make sure that the band is up right here. We're going from the slam. Now that slam is gonna drive your torso down. And from there, I'm gonna come up with the uppercut. Boom, right? So it's a slam, then uppercut. Now the band is pulling you into the uppercut. So again, another accelerated movement after you do the med ball slam with resistance. All right, so the band is helping you in 2 ways. Here we go. Start from the hip, rotate, up, throw it through. Up. 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 Okay, so the same concept. Now, if I were to come here, I'm gonna dip down. It's the same thing. It's gonna help you get into that position and then explode through. Dip down, boom, right? Same concept. Next one. All right, guys, so for the last one, we're actually gonna flip it now. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take the band, I'm gonna wrap it around, again, like I did on the first one, where it meets my hip here. And then from there, I'm gonna get into a half kneeling position and I'm gonna jump laterally. So I'm gonna push off, I'm gonna have a lateral push off through this frontal plane. So I push off, I stick the landing, pushing into resistance. It can be really good when you're looking at the tie-in from your lateral force displacement into rotation. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna push into that lateral force, into the frontal plane. I'm gonna stick the landing. Then I'm gonna have that ball in my hand here, and I'm gonna take it from the hip and then underhand toss with rotation, but assisted rotation now. So now I got that overspeed going on with the rotational throw. Here we go. So big push, boom, and then throw. All right, guys, so those are the 3 exercises that you can utilize. Remember, we're using accommodated resistance and we're also using assisted movements to help with explosive power, all right? Remember, this isn't a simulation of movement. This is only specific, and we're trying to work the muscles that cross the joint to allow for that skills practice to be better, right? So at the end of the day, we're strength and conditioning, we're doing strength and conditioning. That's what our focus is gonna be on, all right? Med ball variations, those are my 3. Check it out, try it out. Let me know how you like it. Hit the comments down below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so. If you are subscribed, hit the notification. You can find out more details on these particular movements and how I coordinate them into a program on my mentorship program. Link is down in the description below if you want to get access to it and be a part of the team. I'll see you again next time. Which one? Peace.